subject. Three. 7. 4. 4, 4. 1, 2. Firearms, and today I have something a little bit different for you. I normally don't do gun reviews because I don't know, I'm not prior military, I'm not prior law enforcement, I'm pretty much just a gun nerd. So to my surprise, Marc Krebs of Krebs Custom follows my Instagram. Small following, but he reached out on Insta, basically offered to send me one of his M23 rifles in 5.56 and asked for my thoughts on it, along with 1,000 rounds of 5.56 ammo to run through it. So this is the end of that review period, and I gotta say, it was an awesome rifle. It is an awesome rifle. You know, normally when you think of AKs, you'll think of something like this Wasser 7.62, but this thing redefines what an AK can be. If that is a Toyota truck, this is a race car. There are a lot of different features on this that are way different from a normal AK, and it took some getting used to, honestly, shooting it. Real quickly gonna point these out. You've got a ambidextrous safety on both sides, super helpful for hand switches or if you're left-handed. Speed reloader plate to help with your reload, so you're coming in, bouncing the mag off this and right in. On the subject of mags, your mag release right here, instead of normally you'd come up with an AK right here and use your thumb, this you can reach your index finger forward, push it, releases the mag, you clear it, grab your next one, and in you go. Another really cool feature about this gun, left side charging handle. These are all options you can get from Krebs to, you know, tailor it to what you want, but this is really nice for speed reloads. I haven't really got the muscle memory down yet because I have so much muscle memory on AKM style rifles like that. But, you know, when you're doing your reload, you can come right up here instead of having to reach around the gun. This is a 14.5-inch barreled version, so it's technically a pistol. This is Marc Krebs' actual personal rifle he sent me, so judging this like an off-the-shelf rifle probably wouldn't be fair, but I've had really good luck with it this whole time. 14.5-inch barrel, 5.56, with this brace from S5 and a tail hook. Really like this brace. It's kind of like an ACR SCAR style stock brace. But yeah, I would say, you know, after 1,000 rounds, my favorite parts about this gun are going to be the handguard. There are no sharp edges on this thing. I never used a vertical foregrip. I basically just C-clamped this thing the whole time. Definitely heated up like any metal handguard on an AK would, but I mean, man, this thing is perfect. Not gonna cut you, not gonna snag on you, and fits the hand really well. Kind of reminds me of the MCX style. At the tip here, this is a Krebs Custom muzzle brake from them. It's a titanium brake. You could probably see from some of the footage, it's pretty damn sparky. Lots of flames. If this was my personal rifle, I would probably set it up for a suppressor just because it's more enjoyable to shoot that way. And I would probably get rid of that brake, but man, at the range, it is a lot of fun, and it's fun for people to watch as well. What else do I want to talk about? You know, overall, I just wanted to say thank you to Krebs for reaching out and letting me shoot this gun. This is the first time on my channel I've really been able to do something like this. As my channel's growing, I'm hopefully going to get more of these opportunities, so just big shouts out to Krebs. So yeah, once again, I'm just a normal gun guy nerd. You know, gun reviews are always a little weird because it's some dude telling you what to buy or like their opinion on something. Just take this as my opinion on this. If you want a really more in-depth review, I highly recommend Clayco's review on this. It did a really good job of covering a lot of the ins and outs of the system. And also, he's much more of a competition shooter than I am, so he was able to offer his viewpoints and perspectives on that. But, you know, overall, like, if you're gonna buy an American-made AK, this is mostly American-made. And the care and the work that went into this thing, you can tell there's a design behind everything. Like even this dogleg rail up here, fantastic. Again, this is Marc's personal rifle. It's not an off-the-shelf M23, so if it was my personal rifle, I might set things up a little bit differently, like the pistol grip, or, you know, throwing a vertical foregrip or a different comp or suppressor out there. But, you know, this setup worked really well. I haven't shot a ton of 5.56 AK. I shoot way more 7.62. So this was a cool experience to be able to get a little bit of a vibe for how that goes. This thing is loud and proud, that's for damn sure when you shoot it. I'll cut to some like either footage or pictures right now of like just the crazy sparky and fireballs you're getting out of this thing. During the review process, the only issue I came across was related to the trigger. And this is an ALG that's riding in here. Basically, it was just a fitment issue. If it was my own gun, I would have pulled it apart and worked on it right then. But since it was Marc's, I sent it back to him real quick. He was able to fix it up super quick, and then after that, I didn't have any issues. So yeah, other than that little hiccup I had with the trigger, no issues this whole time. Ran through 1,000 rounds, no problem. I meant one day I came out here and dumped about 240 rounds through it, like pretty much without stopping. And yes, it heated up a lot, but the thing just ran like a top. So I'm super impressed. I'm kind of sad I got to send this back to Marc, but it is what it is. Please do me a favor and go over to the Krebs Custom page. You know, check out what they have to offer. Let them know I sent you. They're awesome dudes. I got to visit the shop personally and go through and see the process of how they build these things, and it was a super cool experience. I didn't really have my foray into the AK world until about, 5 or 6 years ago, where my good friend kind of introduced me to things and started showing me stuff. I originally met Krebs through Thunder on the Tundra, our local Wisconsin AK match. He came up there as a vendor, showing off the M23 and a bunch of other cool things. So yeah, just to cap it all off, a big thank you to Krebs Custom for sending this out. I am sad to send it back, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll end up purchasing one of these things pretty soon. If you're interested in a 5.56 AK and you're looking more for a race car instead of, the Toyota Tundra, this is the move, in my opinion. So go support Krebs. I'm gonna get back to shooting.